The Pacific Northwest, my home, has a very interesting and historical geology. I will be explaining some of its history in this video. Pause it. Flood basalt is caused by a flood of magma from volcanic eruptions, explaining the name of flood basalt. The volcanic eruptions were surprisingly caused by a hot spot located in southern Oregon. The hot spot originated here and then the Earth's mantle shifted, causing the hot spot to move northeast. The hot spot is now where Yellowstone Park is. A hot spot is where magma comes up from the core and through the Earth's crust, spreading magma everywhere. The hot spot looks like it has moved, but it really hasn't. The crust of the Earth actually moved over the hot spot over millions of years. So now actually Yellowstone National Park is over the hot spot. The magma pushed up by the hot spot caused volcanic eruptions. The flood of magma laid down by the eruption spread all over. Multiple eruptions laid down multiple layers of igneous rock on top of each other, causing a layered look in the basalt cliffs. The blue indicates where all the magma from the eruptions laid out. This all happened about 14 to 17 million years ago. This whole area used to just look like a giant rock, but 16,000 years ago, the Missoula flood changed that. The flood started in Montana and rushed through this whole area, carving out the coulee and leaving a trail of lakes behind, including Soap Lake, Lenore Lake, Blue Lake, Park Lake, and all the others around this area. All of the areas Missoula flood covered washed out. The Ephrata fan is all the dirt and the water picked up from running through the coulee and was deposited here. All that. Flood basalts have occurred on continental scales. Most flood basalt rock formations were formed in the prehistoric time of the Earth. They were formed randomly all over the world and never in just one set spot. The Columbia Basin flood basalt group is one of the largest continental basalt groups, the estimated volume 174,300 kilometers cubed. There are two different theories explaining where the magma that formed the basalt rocks came from. The plume model, the one on the left, shows the theory that magma shot up from the Earth's core and bubbled out of the volcanoes. The non-plume model, the diagram on the right, says that the magma bubbled up from the Earth's mantle and other layers close to the mantle. In conclusion, the Columbia Basin was formed by two very different floods, first of fire, then of water. Thank you for listening and paying attention to me. Special thank you to Victor E. Camp and Martin E. Ross for writing this paper, which helped me a lot in my research. And especially this diagram. This diagram helped me out a lot in my paper.